listening to a Planet Pod short, bite-sized practical advice from experts about key sustainability challenges. Planet Pod shorts are brought to you by Akil Management and sponsored by the Planet Mark.
Planet Pod is delighted to bring you the 5-minute guide to fracking with Estelle Dehon. Over to you, Estelle.
Thank you very much. There are two things I think you need to know about fracking right off the bat. First, it can relate to a process that's been around for a very long time, or it can relate to a very new process, which is the one that is most controversial. So fracking refers to fracturing of usually shale underground to extract either oil or gas. And since the 1980s, extractive companies have been using that technique through vertical wells, and it didn't particularly cause a problem. What fracking usually refers to, though, and the process that is potentially significantly climate impacting process, is high volume hydraulic fracturing. And that entails three main things. First, a well is drilled not just vertically but also horizontally into the shale, which is a particular type of stone. Then the well is perforated, explosives are used, and fractures are opened up in the shale. There might be natural fractures there, but that process opens up fractures even more. The second thing is the high volume bit. Then what's done is down the well under high pressure is pumped fracking fluid, which is an awful lot of water, which is one of the problems with fracking, and chemicals and proppants, little bits and pieces that keep the fractures in the shale open. And that's pushed in at high volume in order to spread the fractures even more and bring what's ever there, predominantly gas, back out up through the well. The third thing about fracking is then what happens at the wellhead. The well might not actually look like very much is going on once the well has been drilled. At the top there's not necessarily much to see. The gas is captured that comes out of the well and taken off site. But the concern about high volume hydraulic fracturing is that fracking fluid that comes back out of the ground might have materials in it that are tricky for waste, and that has to be stored and then taken off site, and so that has an impact. And the second thing about above ground is that there's now quite a lot of evidence that the methane gas, which is the main gas that's targeted by fracking, that the methane gas doesn't just come out via the well in a controlled way, but there is methane that seeps out because of the extractive process called fugitive methane. And that's one of the key areas of research that may be, for example, the reason why the United States has had a significant increase in methane emissions from areas where there's been fracking. So that, in a nutshell, is fracking.
Thank you for listening to this Planet Pod short. You can download further episodes from our website, theplanetpod.com, and follow us on Twitter @planet_pod. Please do rate and review this episode, and we look forward to you joining us again soon.